Hello, 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 my beloved souls. Blessed be, blessed day. How are you? Welcome back. I'm Autumn, the Enlightened Daughter. For those of you who don't know me, for those of you who do, welcome back, High Vibe Tribe. So, this should be quick. Sorry. There's like music playing. All of a sudden, everything behind me just got really loud. Um, this is a special quick message for the Divine Masculines because, wow, what a day you guys have been having. And I'm sure it's not just a day, it's been kind of like a time. Mercury is still retrograde at this time, and we know that during Mercury retrogrades that there can be delays and obstacles. Often there's miscommunication. Things can take longer than expected. Issues with like travel and things like that, right? Like expect like flight delays, train delays, traffic. Um, Misplacing your license or your passport, like can't find your phone, but it's in your hand. Technology issues, your computer's not working right, your phone's not working right, your car's not working right, AC's not working right, fuck right. Like there's a lot going on, right? And so we have all of that happening specifically just with Mercury retrograde. And then we have like 6 other planets that are retrograde right now as well, right? So my beautiful divine masculines and I sending you so much love and so much compassion right now because I was tapping into your energy today and it was just like, wow, um, a lot of frustrations, a lot of um, angst and anxiety. And a large part of that is because you're being guided to tap into your feminine energy. And so many of you are so comfortable and familiar with being in your masculine energy of forcing things, of making things happen, of just like pushing your way through that you're having a challenge right now where you're being guided to sit, where you're being guided to chill, where you're being guided to trust, where you're being guided to have faith. And, the universe is testing you. Like, do you have faith? Are you going to trust in this, right? Are you still trying to force things to happen? Or are you going to allow things to happen, right? Like, are you going to keep pushing, pushing, pushing forward to the point where you're hurting yourself and maybe others along the way, just trying to get your way? Or are you going to kind of like trust and believe and receive, which is the energy of the divine masculine, the divine feminine, which you've been encouraged to embody, right? The divine feminine is reawakening on this planet, and we all have feminine and masculine energies in us, right? So if you've been in masculine energy most of your life, it is time for you now to embody and awaken that feminine energy. And I know that can be challenging, right? I was in masculine energy most of my life, like learning to be in and trust the energy of my feminine has been a big challenge for me. Learning how to receive has been a challenge for me. Like learning how to rest and relax and trust and allow has been a challenge for me because I'm used to getting up and making things happen, especially as an Aries, right? Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. Like we don't ask questions. We're not trying to do none of that. Like if there's not a door, we're breaking down a wall and then we'll figure it out later, right? Like it's like Aries is definitely that sign that like will ask for, doesn't ask for permission, but will ask for forgiveness later, right? It's like that kind of energy. So, and that is definitely a masculine energy. Aries is ruled by Mars, right? That's definitely like a strong masculine energy. So, I'm saying with my beautiful masculines that you guys are just having a challenging time, right? I saw car accidents and issues with buses and arguments and miscommunication and things just running behind. It was just like it's just so much happening at you at once, as well as the anxiety and angst that you guys have been feeling. Many of you have not been sleeping, and if you have been sleeping, it has been restless to say the very least, right? You guys know I'm super sensitive, right? Super empathic, and it's gotten to the point where like my bed, I don't even know if you guys know this, but like my bed is pretty far off the wall because of the energy on the other side of the wall. Like I can't sleep because I have a masculine energy on the other side of me that is, growing through some things right now. And that energy can be pretty strong unless I like open my window and like burn incense throughout the night and like kind of keep that area clear, right? Or just keep my headboard off of it. So I've been really tapping into you guys' energy and just sending you so much compassion and so much grace because I know it's challenging and I know it feels very heavy. It feels like it feels unsupportive. It feels like things are just working against you. It feels like nothing you do is really like making things happen and no and the best well laid plans are going awry, right? And it's like you have all of that working with you and you're kind of like, what the fuck, universe? Like I'm trying to do this thing, I'm trying to get this stuff done, I'm trying to take care of my goals and my dreams and my responsibilities. And it's not like you guys are here on some like low vibrational shit, just trying to like push your way through because there is that, there are low vibrational beings out there that are going to be challenged during this time. But no, this is for those of you that are like more conscious and awakened and like high vibrational, like you're growing through these times as well, right? You're growing through these challenges. This is the time to embody that feminine energy. 555, I see on the clock, right? So that angst, that anxiety, that sleeplessness, that frustration, right, is just kind of indicative of what's going on inside, right? So we need to really stay grounded and centered at this time. We need to really take a step back and look at the bigger picture at this time and see, find the grace, find the blessing. Why am I being delayed? What is the frustration? Like, I know sometimes on Mercury retrograde, yes, we do have kind of like delays with things, right? Sometimes with technology, like I'll get a little annoyed, but sometimes the technology is not working because we need to do something else. Like maybe you need to walk away from the computer that you've been on for the past 4 or 5 hours and go take your ass outside and take a walk into nature. Go interact with your loved ones for a minute, right? Maybe go laugh and take a walk and just move your body, get some water, hydrate yourselves, right? Like that delay and and you getting to wherever you needed to go, like maybe that was, you don't know what that was saving you from, right? So we just need to just have a little bit more gratitude for this time. Anyway, I'm gonna pull some cards for the divine masculine. That's interesting. You guys have a lot going on evidently. um wow. So this 9-9 portal is going to be something or other for you guys. I wasn't aware it was going to be this deep. I just was feeling you guys' energy so strong, and I was like, I have to say something because I feel for my babies. Like, y'all are going through it. Wow, this is so telling of these energies. There's a huge upgrade coming right now. Sacral chakra is what? That is the divine feminine energy. That is our water chakra. That's the second chakra, right? The color orange. And the throat chakra here is about speaking our truth. We have been guided to do that during this time, and this 9-9 portal is supporting both the feminine energy coming in and for her to stand in her power and her truth right now, right? The feminine energy needs to speak. There are things that are being created within you that need a platform, right? They need a voice, right? But you have to do that and stop fighting whatever this is that's trying to grow through you right now, right? There's something trying to be birthed through you right now, divine masculines, but you guys are fighting it because you're stuck on focusing on your 3D reality because you're not trusting in the power greater than yourself, right? Like you're still feeling like you need to make things happen as opposed to tapping into your feminine energy, which is that intuitive energy, which is going to give you the divine guidance to move through, right? You guys are pushing it and forcing it, and with that, causing even more delays and obstacles in your way, right? Like the more you focus on that energy, um, the more you focus on delays and challenges, the more they grow and they linger, right? Like what we focus on expands. So you want to take your focus off of it. You want to take your power back and take the power away from that thought, that situation, that person, right? And re-channel those energies, channel it within. Let me tap within. Let me check with my higher self. Let me see what do I need to learn in this lesson so I can move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all had a lot come out, so let me just get organized. So you have your solar plexus also being upgraded, and that's not surprising because the solar plexus is what? The masculine energy, right? The solar plexus is the energy of the divine masculine. That's our fire energy. So again, you have this beautiful balance of the feminine and the masculine. That's what is needed right now. We need this to come into balance, right? But you guys are too much in your masculine energy right now, not communicating clearly, causing like delays and obstacles. We need you to tap into this feminine energy. I really need you guys to get grounded, get centered, and get inside. I'm telling you, it is going to empower you during this time. Okay. For some of you, you feel like you're sacrificing a lot, and I get that. I get that. And again, and that's again with this frustration with the things that you're trying to like manifest or accomplish at this time. It's like I'm doing all the things, right? I'm doing all the things that I need to do. What the fuck, yo? Like, can I get a bone over here, right? Universe, it's like it's very frustrating. And the universe is down for it, and it's like, yo, I need you to tap into this intuition so you can hear where we're guiding you. Like you're not listening. You're trying to force, 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 but you're not really paying attention. Like we're telling you, same answers. Go inside, go inside, go inside, go inside. I promise you already know the answer. I promise I'm trying to talk to you. You know, some of you are really fighting yourself, right? Like it's this inner turmoil and this inner conflict that we have as opposed to honoring and respecting and loving both sides. It's almost like a conflict, right? It's like you don't have to fight this other part of you. This is a part of you. You are strong. You are a leader. You are, the king of the jungle, right? This is definitely a masculine energy, right? Leo is like freaking masculine. You got this masculine energy here. You got the lion as the king. So this is you standing in your power, divine masculine, right? And knowing yourself, but you need to know and embody and embrace every aspect of yourself, right? Embrace the human aspect of you, embrace your animalistic nature, embrace the feminine energy around you, right? Like we are the one, we're consciousness, we're together with all of this, and this is going to give you your power back, but you have to claim your power back. Many of you right now, you've been giving your power away, right? Because you've been sacrificing or feeling like you need to sacrifice, right? It's a human thing that we feel like we need to be martyrs and all this stuff. But some of you feel like you've been sacrificing, you've been feeling a little disempowered, right? And the Leo energy did come in to kind of help put the battery back in your back. I'm not going to lie. That's definitely a good thing. But there has to be a balance, right? Flow. Air, water, right? She's in flow right now. Like things have to be balanced in order for them to work out, for these blessings to truly come in for all of us, okay? I love this. So let me start here. So we have the crown chakra opening up, right? The seventh chakra on the top of our head. That's the color of violet. And you guys have been getting dreams. You've been having visions. You have been getting messages. Maybe you've been getting headaches or tightness in your brow, itchy in between your third eye. Like all of this is being activated for you, divine masculine, right? So you have a lot going on. It's no wonder that many of you aren't really sleeping or resting, right? And there's a lot going on in your head, and I get that. But there's an awakening happening, right? Again, awareness, beautiful. Why? So that we can bring things into balance, so that we can speak our truth and stand what? All the way in our power, right? Stand in your power, speak your truth, bring things into balance. With that comes what? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? So wisdom is being gifted to you at this time, divine masculine, right? Poured into you. Many of you, this is happening during your dream state. Again, another reason why you're not sleeping, right? Sorry, hate it for you. Look, you know this bitch is team no sleep, so I don't feel for none of y'all because I be up. I be up. I wake up between 3 and 5, and you know, sometimes I go to sleep. I don't know, like I get tired, but it's like if I channel at night, it's quiet. The energy that flows through me when I channel, it's like how people describe like an 8 ball sometimes, right? Or like if I had like a triple espresso or something. Like I'm up, I'm wired. There's no sleep after that. So me sitting here channeling at night and like doing messages for people, and then I just be sitting here like, so can we go to sleep now? It's like too much. It's too much. So it's not surprising many of you not sleeping. A lot of healing going on. Not surprising. Not surprising. Heartache and loss. So, you know, we just had Venus being retrograde and all of those feelings coming back. And for some of you, that's what needs to be cleared out right now so that you can move to the next level. Like you need to feel it to heal it. You need to grieve. You need to acknowledge it. You need to let that stuff come up to the surface, right? Like you need to allow yourself to be vulnerable and nurtured and soft and to be okay with that, right? It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be hurting. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to not be able to do everything and to need help sometimes, right? Like I understand divine masculines that you're so used to doing everything by yourself and you're so used to not counting on people and that you don't want to ask anybody for help or feel like you're burdening them or look weak or vulnerable. Like I get that. I understand all the pride and all the shit. I get it. Told you I was in masculine energy most of my life. Like I'd rather do it myself than ask somebody else to do it, especially if I don't think they're gonna fucking do it right and I gotta do it over anyway. I get it. However, I have had to learn to delegate, to trust, to honor the path, to know that, you know what, it doesn't need to all be done by me and that's okay, right? Like, why should I work myself into an early grave for anyone? It's no one is worth it, right? Nobody is worth you working yourself into an early grave. Yes, you may make sacrifices for those that you love, but do not ever forget about yourself in all of this. Okay? Stand your grounds, divine masculines, right? So stand in your power. Definitely set some really healthy boundaries, right? Stand in your truth. Speak your truth. The throat chakra coming in. Again, it's like, I need you to stand in your truth, but from a space that is balanced, right? Not from this just like pure patriarchal, masculine, unhealthy toxicity. No, I need you to speak your truth from a space that's balanced. Like, stand your ground and let people know, like, yes, I'm having a fucking bad day and my life is not perfect and that's okay and I can do that and I've changed my mind, right? I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not happy here. I'm not happy in this relationship. I'm not happy at this job. I'm not happy living in this home. I'm not like these are the things. It's time for you to stand in your power, to allow yourself to feel the feelings, right? That have been coming up through you for so long. Honor them, giving them a voice and then having the courage to move forward and to know that it's okay. Not everybody's going to be okay with this new part of you. Not everybody's going to be okay with you expressing your vulnerability or um taking a moment to think and being silent and being still or even like resting and trying to allow and to listen to the universe. Not everyone's going to be okay with that. And you need to be okay with the fact that not everybody's going to support you right now because it's not about them. This is about you, right? And the more that we stand out of our power, the more that we focus on the wrongs and the shortcomings and the delays and the obstacles, the greater they're going to become, right? Like for many of you, some of the things that you're waiting for, they're only delayed because you keep thinking that they're delayed as opposed to thinking that they are here. You know what I mean? Like you're focusing your energy on against that in which you desire. And so they're telling you, like, fall back, get into your intuition, like, trust that this energy is coming through you, trust and allow it, right? Like, you have, it's funny because like, that awareness card that keeps coming forward, it's like, you've been getting the signs, you've been getting the symbols, you've been, like, hearing the message. It's like, you know it. You know what you know, what you know, what you know, what you know, but you're still doubting and questioning it because it's not you making it happen, right? It's like this is you having to trust in your higher self, right? Trust in the divine, like fully surrender to that. And I know that can be challenging. I listen, I know. Okay. But we need you to what? Oh, step into your light. Okay, so again, that's that feminine energy coming through to just soften you and to nurture you and to love you and to encourage you and to inspire you and to tell you that it's safe. It is safe for you to open your heart. It's safe for you to be a light and salvation. It's safe for you to be in your feminine energy, right? It's safe for you to trust in the delays and the obstacles that are before you right now, right? Like there are lessons there, there's grace there, there are blessings there. What is this showing you? What is this teaching you? A large part of why I was relocated to the area that I'm in is because of the high amount of like poverty and drugs and low vibrational energy, right? And that's not a negative thing to me. One, I grew up in the hood, so I'm not scared about shit. But to me, it was very clear that this energy needed to be here from the moment I came. And I knew why I was being anchored here. Like I felt it very securely, and I was like, oh, okay, this area needs a lot of light, right? And so what I've been feeling um, is the anxiety and the angst and the fear, within the community is the worry of an unknowingness because of learned helplessness, right? So it's not that you can't accomplish the thing, it's you're choosing to opt out of accomplishing the thing because no one else has accomplished the thing around you, right? And whenever you kind of want to accomplish a thing, you second guess yourself. And so I feel a lot of that energy around, and I was like, oh, okay, like I get it. Obviously, like that's how I grew up, so I get it all automatically, but I also understand grace and I understand the lessons and everything, and I understand the strength provided to us through these challenges and lessons, right? Like you have an opportunity to look at the 3D reality in front of you and to opt into that scenario or not. And I think you need to be reminded of that, divine masculine. Like you have the opportunity at every given moment. You have a choice, right? Am I going to choose to communicate from my heart, or am I going to choose to communicate from fear? Am I acting through fear, or am I acting through faith? Am I forcing this because I don't trust it? Or am I pushing this forward because everything in me is telling me I gotta keep moving, right? Like I won't even breathe anymore if I don't make this move. It's my holy calling. It's a part of me. It is my soul driving me forward, right? Two different conversations. So just be mindful of that. And again, we're gonna end with this. I mean, come on. One, this is a beautiful spiritual union between you and another divine counterpart. If you are open to that, or if you're not already in union with someone, right? Because I've seen a lot of twos recently. Two, 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 two. I just saw. Sorry, you got cut off. So two, 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 two. I just saw on the clock. But this is not only for you, those of you that may be looking for love, that energy is coming towards you, but this is also mainly the balance of just your masculine and feminine energy. And I'm gonna keep going back to that divine masculine, like a large part of the occurrences that are happening are due to your perception of these occurrences in your own inner energy, right? It's like you're gonna be slightly inconvenienced and delayed during these transits. Okay. But how am I taking and how am I viewing it? Right? Like, is this shit throwing me off and I'm gonna have a fucking attitude? And now, anytime I see somebody, I'm barking at everybody, I'm flipping and I'm cursing and I'm bitching and I'm complaining. Anybody who's listening, I'm gonna talk about it. Da, 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 da. Or am I slightly inconvenienced? Like, all right, well, I guess I might be a little bit late. Or let me call somebody and let them know I'm running late. Or let me bring a book with me because I know that it might be, you know what I mean? Like, I've been carrying a book with me in my bag recently because I realized that, like, a lot of things have been running late or longer than I anticipated. So instead of being typed, bring a book and water, extra water, because it's hot where I'm at. And then I move on. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to sit here bitching and moaning because it's hot outside. No, I know it's fucking hot outside. It's going to be hot outside for a while. That's why I live in this area, because it's hot outside. I wanted to be in a place that was warm most of the time. Why would I complain about that, right? I got to wait for the fucking bus. All right, well, at least I have a bus to take. Like, I could be in a location where there's nothing and I could have to walk for like a fucking half a mile or a mile before I even get to a bus. You know what I mean? Like, I just keep things in perspective. Like, is it really ever that serious? Most of the time, it's not. Most of the time, it's not. Most of the time, it's not. So, chill out, get grounded, tap into that feminine energy, start trusting in the universe. Just calm your energies and really get grounded. I can't say that enough to my masculine, because if I ain't seen nothing else this week, that's what I saw with all of you guys. It's just calm your energies and get really grounded, and don't be afraid to communicate, especially from your heart, right? Like, there is a potential here for those of you, at least, that are single, or maybe even newly started dating. There is a potential here for a really deep connection between you and another counterpart. I'm feeling strong sexual energies here. Um, So yeah, there's two messages. There's the balance between your masculine and your feminine energy within yourself, but there's also you coming into alignment with a divine counterpart, right? So obviously you're divine feminine, and it's important. You're gonna have to communicate. There's no two high vibrational people have to have open communication. There's none of that. We're not doing that. Petty Betty get we don't do that over here. There's no childishness over here. It's like we're grown and we communicate over here. We're not just throwing signs and like making fucking snide little marks on Instagram, right? We're gonna sit down. We're gonna have clear communication. We're gonna understand that maybe we triggered each other, or maybe, you know, we weren't clear in our communications, or maybe there was a misunderstanding, or we're gonna try to clarify, right? It's that energy coming in, mature, emotional, stable energy coming in. But it starts with coming into balance within yourself, right? Like, you have to be balanced within yourself in order to align with those energies. It's 333 I saw as well. Ascended Masters in the house. Anyway, so I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. And I will see you guys later. Later, my divine masculines.